Something big could be about to unfold in Ukraine, and there are a few pieces of big news this morning that I want to bring to you. Of course, Russians are staying totally tight-lipped about it. Putin is not saying a word, as you can imagine, but satellite images don't lie and reports on the ground don't lie. We'll get to that in a second. But first, over the past 48 hours, we've gotten multiple reports of an increased number of young Ukrainian men racing to get the hell out of Ukraine. And whatever men are left there are trying to get out. Reports have Russia prepping something very large. So if you're a young Ukrainian man who's about to be killed, you are fleeing right now to Romania before Putin launches whatever it is he's about to launch. So how it works is this way. You have to pay $5,000, according to reports, to an escort. They will hide you. They will pay off border guards so you can escape Ukraine into Romania and other areas. Cars filled with young men who've paid off border guards are driving across the Romanian border, but not all of them are making it there. Here's a car full of young Ukrainian men yesterday captured by police trying to flee the war, arrested, thrown to the ground by Ukrainian police. Don't forget, guys, you have to bribe these cops if you want to survive and get out of NATO's war. Remember, the U.S. State Department leaked memo this week confirms that Ukraine is the most corrupt nation in Europe. So these guys will take your bribes. Don't be shy about giving these border guards money if you want to survive. Ukraine has gotten so desperate for men that this man with no leg was just told that he can report for duty. You can't make this up. And news reports show Ukraine has lost over 500,000 dead. 500,000 dead and 1.3 million permanently injured with arms and legs blown off for NATO's war.
You see row upon row upon row of Ukrainian flags fluttering over freshly dug graves. Thousands of these. The average age of the soldier fighting on the front lines for Ukraine is 40 years old.
And this is stunning. Look at your screen. This is normally called the age pyramid, where you would have a lot of young people at the bottom and fewer old people at the top because they die off, an aged pyramid. But in Ukraine, they never had young people. 15 to 20-year-olds simply don't exist. In the year 2000, Ukrainians were simply not having babies after the fall of the Soviet Union. So the largest population is 30 to 60-year-olds in Ukraine. And notice that 300,000 number is roughly the amount of these people left. That means 500,000 people killed, and you literally wiped away a massive portion of Ukraine's population. The numbers don't lie. NATO has helped kill most of Ukraine. I'll say that again. NATO has helped kill most of Ukraine. I hope NATO is proud of what they've done here. So this brings me to reports of Russia readying something big. As former UN weapons inspector Scott Ritter just told us, Putin is under pressure at home to get this done before winter sets in. So what does it mean, get this done? What does that look like for Russia? Well, that's just a few weeks away now as winter is ready to unfold. Now that Ukrainian forces have run out of ammunition and vehicles and, frankly, men, what will happen now? What will Russia do? This is the moment perhaps they've been waiting for. And reports over the past few days show that Russia is building large railroad infrastructure to bring weapons and personnel to the front, also to make life easier in what was formerly eastern Ukraine. As Colonel Douglas McGregor just told my friend the judge, something is happening.
There's nothing stopping them from attacking, so why haven't they attacked? Well, the answer, of course, from the people in the administration and elsewhere is, well, the Russians are incompetent. They can't do it. Well, that's ridiculous. They've been swatting the Ukrainians like flies. The Ukrainians are being annihilated. Every time they stick their heads up, they're killed. The Russians can clearly attack. Putin doesn't really want to advance any further west than he absolutely has to. The bad news for us is that right now the Russians have completed between 200 and 300 extra kilometers of rail lines into eastern Ukraine. That's for logistics. That indicates the real preparation potentially for a massive offensive towards the west.
A massive offensive towards the west right before the winter freeze. Could that be about to unfold? Prepare to see a whole lot more videos of young people, what's left of them, trying to get the hell out of Ukraine ASAP. So that's the news update.